This is Black Fire Radio for the 21st century.
Every day living life in the jungle. And you know life ain't easy, so we got to hustle.
Purchase your
You
tracks
only
today.
got one life, so live it with love. So you know life ain't easy, but live it with God. So I give thanks to God, oh my, thanks to God, oh my, almighty, thanks to God, oh my, thanks to God, oh my, almighty, thanks to God, oh my, thanks to God, oh my, almighty, thanks to God, oh my, thanks to God, oh my, almighty, like thanks to God, almighty. Bad man no fee stop me. Every day trouble going crazy. Bad man them feeling mighty. But I give thanks to God Almighty. I give thanks to God Almighty. Man no live in fear. Doubt them disappear. Cause I remember when they say man no go become nothing. Them say man no go become nothing. They say me I don't become something. They say me I don't become something. All out who I need munje. 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 Thanks to God Almighty. 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 See every day. Man the ginger, ginger all day. Man the hustle all day. Yeah, pay my prayer. What's it do? Come the ask me, shake my body. Come the get you. All the girls come before. Say, go shine it down. Go shine it down. All out who I need. 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 Thanks to God Almighty. Thanks to God Almighty. Almighty. Thanks to God Almighty. Thanks to God Almighty. Almighty. So thanks to God Almighty. Thanks to God Almighty. Almighty. Thanks to God Almighty.
This is Black Fire Radio.
Love is for suckers, nigga, don't trust nobody. She said she love you, but she love everybody. Yes. This someone she love you, she love all of them, I do, yeah. Oh, wait till my you. She said, baby, I can't explain. I love you, I ain't. We just friends, we just talking, nothing less, nothing more. Me, I don't want no explanation from you. Me, I don't want no explanation. You should know that I don't care no more. You should know that I don't care no more. It's the way she love me, she love and I can't mind you. With your love, I won't let my emotion win. I won't let my emotion win. I won't let my emotion win. I won't let my emotion get you should know that I don't care no more. You should know that I don't care no more. Yeah.
Yes, I. Karibuni sana to the rating. Karibuni sana. And a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful morning, Karibuni sana to the Black of Fire Network Media for the 21st century. We hope you are doing great. 16 minutes past 12 p.m. here in Nairobi. I hope you are doing great. Even on a Friday, the weekend is here. And of course, it's the 3rd of September. And I do hope that you are achieved, or that you are looking forward to achieving whatever you are to achieve on this particular day, on 3rd of September. Nonetheless, Karibuni sana, this is the Black of Fire Network Media for the 21st century. And of course, my name is Joby, and you're listening to the Pan-African Bliss. And do remember to also interact with us. We are live and interactive on our social media handles. We are on Facebook at the Black of Fire Network Radio Station, on Twitter at the Black of Fire Network, as use the hashtag Pan-African Bliss with Joby and hashtag Black of Fire Network. And of course, it's on a Friday. Where are you planning to go spend your weekend? And how has the week been? Just to do the most, as you tell us how you're planning to spend the weekend. You can also slide on our DM on Instagram as you get to interact with us, because we are looking forward to an amazing discussion and an amazing program today. You can also call us in, SMS us, or tap us at the +254 754 We are looking forward, as I said, to an amazing topic. So keep your comments coming, keep your engagement and your sentiments coming regarding the topics that we'll be discussing today. You can also catch us, in case you are joining us for the first time. This is the Black of Fire Network. We get to discuss matters concerning the Black people, the African brothers and sisters who are in the diaspora here in Africa itself, just to bring unity at its, at the end of the day, just to ensure that people are united and, considering or rather solving up solutions that are happening, to our brothers and sisters who are in different parts of the country. You can catch us at the www.blackoffirenetwork.com. That is on our website. And once you log onto the website, feel free to create your own profile. And of course, the website has also been upgraded. You can feel free to join the social club and get to, engage with different people concerning the different matters that are happening here in the 254 itself. And of course, where you are also listening to us from. You can also check on the content. So in case you have missed any, like, share, and comment. And of course, tell us anything that you'd want us also to talk about, considering where you are listening or rather streaming with us from, because I do believe in different parts of the country, there are other different parts of the world, so many people are facing different crises, be it economically, be it politically, be it in any way. At the end of the day, we are all about bringing up unity and considering solving solutions at the end of the day. Nonetheless, karibuni sana once again. I'm looking forward to an amazing day. I don't know about you, considering that it's a new month still, and it's also running up so fast. They say time waits for no man, so ensure as much as time is not waiting for you, you are also ticking with it, ensuring that you are achieving the goal you wanted to achieve on this particular month. And you know how we start our day? We start our day with some positive vibrations, and the quote of the day is just a strong one, considering it's a new month, and of course considering that you've been protected throughout the whole year, throughout the whole month. And I just want to vibrate this one onto you, considering I was talking about the art of kindness, rather the art of humanity, the art of considering your brother and sister, whether they are okay or not. The quote of today goes by, the axe forgets, but the trees remembers. The axe forgets, but the trees always remembers. These just are very simple and very direct, in such a way whereby how you treat people, some of them, let me not even say some of them, literally, especially, let me just say with me, if you treat me in a very bad way, I'll never ever forget. But I do believe for the person who treats someone's bad, they literally always forget. They always forget that, I ever did this to this, I ever did this to this. But when karma, when the time of, they say the world is a cycle and things always revolve around and around, and you never know when it's going to hit you hard. So be careful of how you really treat people, because they are saying the axe forgets, but the trees will always remember. Nonetheless, karibuni sana once again. I did get to play some amazing jams by the one and only that was I Don't Care. sorry, by Star Kids Dacos, and I did also get to play you an amazing jam all the way from Nigeria. And I was just wanted to check out the code of Nigeria, because we know here in Nairobi is the 254. We know in Tanzania is 256. Uganda, I think, is 255, if I'm not really wrong. I don't know about Rwanda, and I really need to explore Africa personally, because considering also knowing the codes of the African country, it is really important. Consider I'm also an African, and in case a Rwandan comes here, and rather, I get to ask them, or rather they ask me, do you know the country code that I can, or rather my country code? I'll literally be lost, because sometimes even when someone texts you, you see a code maybe +257, you're wondering, okay, where is this from? I think Nigeria is +257, if I'm not really wrong, or +258. Let me just check that one out as we get to engage on different matters. I did also get to play you Thank You God by the one in Lex the Wolf, still all the way from Nigeria. They are doing the most, and we keep on saying support talent, but do not support talent in the way that we did get to discuss yesterday, where we can see young girls are being sexually assaulted because you have to just give in something back in exchange. Do not be that kind of a person. Ensure that if you are helping someone to attain something and in this world, or rather to improve them in to earn a living, ensure that you are doing it wholeheartedly and in a positive way. Nonetheless, karibuni sana. We're gonna take a short musical break. When we come back, we're gonna see the matters which are happening in Nigeria, and also here in the 254. And of course, we'll be speaking a little bit of Burundi and see what it is all about, as I get to check for you what Nigeria's country code and the rest of some little countries in Africa, the code that we are talking about, because I can't be knowing that the 254 only and 256 or maybe 255. I just need to explore more. Nonetheless, karibuni sana. Do remember to engage with us. As I said, we are on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on Instagram at the Black of Fire Network radio station, on Facebook at the Black of Fire Network, on Twitter, and also on Instagram at the Black of Fire Network itself. You can also call us in, SMS us, or WhatsApp us at the +254754402 Karibuni sana once again. This is by the one and only. I haven't played this jam for a minute. I did get to give a hint of it yesterday, but this is one of our amazing favorite jams here in the Black of Fire Network media for the 21st century by the one and only Josephine. This is Ikebe Super. Keep it the Black of Fire Network. We'll be right back.
Oh no no no. It's just a feeling. Baby, you know, send me, I get the chills. And I get the shots. I go cook you nice pepper soup, yeah. With lots of sauce. I go do the dance together. Give me like time to my back. Trust me, I will rock you body. You go love me more like a duck. You be like, hey, I like the shocky in my body. You be like, say, baby, I like the shocky in my body. Let me feel your sexy touch all over me. Give me nasty all over me. I will do your love all over me. Give me plenty all over me. Let me feel your sexy touch all over me. Give me nasty all over me. I will do your love all over me. Give me plenty all over me. I feel really high, I'm good. Okay, really high, I'm good. Okay, now let me love you now. I feel really high, I'm good. Okay, oh, you make me dance, give me super. My baby love it, give me super. Everybody dance, give me super. Oh, you dance, give me super. I say make me dance, give me super. I said the rhythm, give me sweeter. You tell me, say baby, I like them. I said the dance, give me super. EJ, love it. I love the sweet and fast, I love it. This your love now, this your love like that. So cool and sweet, now on the killer. I made the Tracy, I like this year. From my land back to America. My love for you, baby, no go scatter. You no go scatter, you no go scatter. You no go scatter, you no go scatter. You sexy touch all over me. Give me nicely all over me. I will do your love all over me. Give me plenty all over me. Let me feel your sexy touch all over me. Give me nicely all over me. I will do your love all over me. Give me plenty all over me. I feel I am good. Okay, Karibuni, I am the Uku, my baby love now. Uku, Karibuni, I am the Uku. Oh, you make me dance like a super. My baby love like a super. Everybody dance like a super. Oh, you dance like a super. It's just a video.
This is Unpredicatable radio media for the 21st century.
Media for the 21st century. This is the Black Out Fire Radio. My name is Jovi, and you're listening to the Pan African Bliss. And of course, we are all about positive vibes. Hello, kid.
Good afternoon, Jovi.
Good afternoon, David. How are you today?
Good afternoon to you too. I'm good. What about you?
It ain't no afternoon.
It ain't no afternoon.
It's on the morning. I know you're early.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
I'm sorry about that. You should take a rest actually, because each and every time I ask you how are you doing, you're always literally always tired. You should take a rest or maybe go get some massage and you'll be feeling a little bit better.
Maybe so. Don't have time for massages, Jovi. Sorry.
You should. It is really important for your body. Nonetheless, karibuni sana, and of course, karibu sana Keith also to the show. And I don't know about you. What are the plans you had for yourself? For it's September, the 3rd of September. Maybe I was just asking the family before we get started on the topic of today. What was it that you were looking forward to attain this day? Because we keep on saying that each and every time you see a new month or rather a new week, ensure that you are setting some goals for yourself. And I remember you saying that. All this month is full of abundance and positivity, but I don't know about this particular day, considering that you already started saying that you're tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. I came away from it.
Well, I'm sorry.
Across the country, so now I got to go head up to Birmingham, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
down at Fort Worth and Dallas and Denton area, which is like 1,000 miles away. So
Okay.
my ass is tired. I'm exhausted. But
Well, I'm really sorry about that. Before we get into the topic,
no reason to be sorry. Just like no reason to be sorry about it.
Okay, my bad. But before we get onto the topic, I wanted to check on the code of Nigeria, Rwanda, and Burundi, because we know that Kenya is the 254. And I was just saying, us being Africans, you find that most of us, even me myself, I'll start with myself, that most of us do not even know our fellow brothers and sisters country codes, the codes that they use, or rather even most of the things about them. So I wanted to check a little bit onto Nigeria. In Nigeria, the code is +234 +234. That is the code of Nigeria. And in Rwanda, the code is +250. That is Rwanda +250. And also in Burundi, the Burundi is +257 +257. And also in Uganda, I'd say that Uganda is +255, but actually I'm wrong. Uganda is +256, and then we also have Congo, which is +43. And at the end of the day, I think we should also have some classes whereby we need to educate more about our countries in Africa, considering that we also need to learn Swahili. And we've seen that also other countries, even I know of Rwanda and Burundi, they know a little bit of Swahili. South Africa, we have Uganda, we have Tanzania, we have Congo also, those who know Swahili. We need to expand more, to get to learn more of everything about our countries.
Well, Swahili is a language that they're trying to put all throughout Africa, because Africa became divided by the Europeans. Like you said, you don't know each other anymore. And that was on purpose. That was keep you divided and speaking their tongue. So half of Africa speaks French, half of Africa speaks English, and with a little bit of Portuguese in there and some Spanish by the colonizers. And so when they set up the borders, Africans didn't move freely anymore, so they lost contact with one another. And They really, these Europeans are wicked as shit. So they cut you off history, so you didn't know that these other people were still you.
Exactly.
Oh, the people up in Burundi. Oh, the people down in Eswatini. But did you know the people in Eswatini, which is called Swaziland, actually came from Kenya? Did you know that? Oh, no, I don't know that. Those are different people. Actually, they're not different people. But that was the European would divide and conquer. So it's good that the African is at least realizing, can't speak Chinese. And, oh, the Chinese are trying to make you speak their fucked up language because language is control. No, you go back to the African language. So since Swahili is the biggest African language on the continent, it only makes sense that everybody should use Swahili. Start using Swahili. Go ahead, Jimmy.
I remember there was a time I did get to play a certain video where Professor Lumumba was telling us that Swahili is a language that is supposed to be actually known by all Africans, but due to the Mzungu, which he brought the English, English is one of the most used, language actually in all continents of the world. And this is what, it was not like, it was targeted. It was a plan.
Because they conquered the world. English went out after the Moors. After the Moors taught all the Europeans first it was the Spanish. Because the biggest dialect first was Spain. So most of the world 400 years ago was speaking mostly Spanish. Because Spain was called Al-Andalus, Joby. It was called Al-Andalus. The Africans named it Al-Andalus. And so when Al-Andalus, go ahead, Joby.
Well, we're not talking about the language. I also wanted to talk about the topic of today. I wanted to discuss about the currency, because we've seen that Africa does not even have its own currency, where we are using different currency, whereby if I go to Tanzania, I have to exchange my money to use Tanzanian money, but I can't use Kenyan money. If I go to Uganda, I also have to do the same. We did also get to see yesterday.
It's not even your money. It's called a shilling. Shilling in English term came from England. So it's not even your money. And you don't own the central bank that prints it. That's the Rothschild family of Europe. They own your banks. You don't own them.
That is true. I wanted to talk about that and, of course, share a certain video by, the video that Dr. Mumbi did also get to talk about the money, and also wanted to share another one by Professor Lumumba to see, what is the difference, or what the thoughts are, from different parts of Africa, from different people, and also to the family as they engage with us, telling us, what do you think about, African coming together? Because considering how everything is really going, we have the jobs which are coming from the Europeans, we have the materials which they did get to take away from us, so many things that we are depending on them from.
When you became independent, supposedly they never left. When you came, the first Africans who became independent said we must become a United States of Africa. That we must unite. That's our power. But the Europeans said, hell no, because if you unite, you'll become rich again, and you will dominate the planet. The Europeans said we'll kill you. And so that's why you start getting Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and you got the African Union that wasn't created by African people, it was created by Europeans to make sure you stay divided. Go ahead, Jimmy.
The worst of it all is because you remember yesterday us talking about the nurses who are being deported here from Kenya to go to the UK. It's because even the money that we have, even the currency that we have here in Kenya, it's still not enough, because the African mentality, you think that the dollars and the euros are much important than what we can even build inside here, our own continent, our own country. That is why you can see so many Africans are full.
We don't know economic. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Jabby. Go ahead.
Remember, I was really surprised yesterday, because actually when we were discussing, before us talking about the topic, when we were discussing a little bit here with Spice, my mind never even hit, they were going there for this, not even the job particularly, but because of, considering the job, they have to take the job, and because the population needs to be reduced. They ain't got to
take it. They can say no. But since you put in poverty, it forces you to go take something that, because the question would be, Joe, What happened to the 22,000 nurses that they're replacing them with? What happened
Exactly.
to them? What
Oh,
happened to them?
it is really
Good,
crazy
good.
because it is crazy because if I was I was in the mental state at that moment. If you couldn't have said it, actually, it wouldn't have hit my head. So I don't know how many Africans are yet to fall for the trap, because if they're starting with Kenya, you don't know how many more are supposed to be taken from other different parts of the countries. And this because of, considering also the currency. It is the currency that is, in
Yes.
Africans, the mentality, it is the money, but they can't think further than the money, because they think that the lives are going to get better there. I'm going to be able to help my family the same way that you were saying yesterday. And at the end of the day, that is when you
Yeah,
find that
because what happened, Joe, since Africa has all the actual real money, the resources, like I showed you. What they did when they left, they said, well, Africans, we're gonna devalue your currency because they control your currency. And the Africans,
yeah.
okay, you should never devalue your currency because everything comes from Africa. So actually, Kenyan money is supposed to be more than British money. It's supposed to be more than French money. I want you to do something. Let me teach you something again right now. So pull up France. Say French premier, a French prime minister. I guess they call him prime minister, president, whatever he is. French prime minister Francois Mitterrand. Francois Mitterrand makes a quote: "If France ever loses its African colonies, it will become a third world country overnight." I'm gonna let you know they know this, Joby. Your currency is supposed to be much more than theirs, but I'm gonna let you know. Listen to a French president, Francois Mitterrand, actually admitted, if we ever lose Africa, we'll become a third world colony, a third world country overnight. That's Britain, France, Germany, all of them. They'll become a third world country overnight.
Do you think we'll ever lose Africa? Because when you say that, it is quite terrifying. Do you think we'll ever lose Africa? Because it is crazy.
I think if the Africa doesn't wake up and begin to fight, yeah, Africa's always been the prize, Joe. Let me because when you guys eat lunch, I gotta share a video with you guys. Africa's always been the prize, Joe. But Africa has been blessed with so much of everything. Africa is the richest continent on the planet. It's been endowed with everything.
I think I might agree with you, because I don't know if you can remember, there's this certain lady who was talking about just, she's on TikTok. Actually, she talks literally about the truth about Africa. And she was asking, or rather some Kenyans asked her, you are giving true content that most of us didn't know about the history, about the colonies and everything, but how come that you are not verified, yet you have 4 million followers, yet someone who has like maybe 500,000 followers is verified? And she said it is because she's telling the truth, and they can't really, literally, and most of the people who are following her, actually, it's not even from Kenya itself, it's from other different countries. She's a Kenyan, but when you look deeper, the people who are looking at her, they are the white people, not even the Africans themselves. And it seems that the truth, actually, because of the social medias and everything, because
you got to understand, the social media design, the Africa still doesn't understand. The world is our enemy. They don't understand that the world doesn't want you to teach African people the truth. Exactly. Your history is dangerous, Joby. What you still know your history, you won't bow to Asians. You won't bow to white people. You won't worship white people no more. You'll say, whoa, hold on. This is who I really am? Yes, this is who you really are in history. You never bootlick. You never worship any white people. You never worship any Asian. You were on top. You went on the bottom in poverty. So your history becomes dangerous now for me to teach it to you. So that's why. She talks real facts.
She talks real facts about the African continent, and it is really sad that you see that are not even being verified. It's not even the issue. It's just that the truth is being hidden. That the social media is controlling everything that she's putting out. That they don't want her to tell the truth to other people. I'll just play one of our videos.
Play it. Social media, Joe, is owned by the same people that run the planet. Then I go say, oh, we're gonna teach you Africans how to overthrow us. They're the same ones doing the you know what around. They're the ones when you were still scared, Joby, in the car when you guys were going out. You had that goofy mask on. They're the ones that were giving you the fear with the mask, Joby. They're the ones that own the Kenyan news. They got the Kenyan reporters lying, Joby. Those are the same people that own the social media. They're not going to want to teach African people the truth. go ahead, Joby, play it.
Let me just play one of our video, then we see what she really talks about, because I love our content.
So
I love our content very much.
The United Kingdoms of Africa were disintegrated. Some were taken into slavery and others were not. Imagine the trauma of our ancestors that remained.
Exactly.
And we still wait. So, but if the world is ending, you come on.
Let me try another one. She was talking about weed, and let me just play this one. I love how she just gives her content. That is one thing that people do not really understand.
Let's talk about the history behind marijuana. This plant was popular in Africa, especially among the Khoisan and the Bantus people. In many indigenous African communities, the plant was considered sacred and medical, and it was used to ease the pain during childbirth, to cure different diseases, and also to boost the courage of the warriors right before battle. Meanwhile, in Europe, cannabis was considered mysterious, demonic, sacred, and dangerous. And later, after the European invasion of Africa, the view of cannabis was associated with criminality, the black race, and lower economic status. So what is the truth about weed? Cannabis is a spiritual plant that has a frequency of its own, and how it affects you depends on how you vibrate. Let's talk about the... So what is the truth about weed? Cannabis is a spiritual plant that has...
Yes?
Who's this lady? Goddamn right. How you vibrate. This lady is a threat. This lady is a threat.
She is.
This lady is a threat.
She is. And, I really love our content. She has an amazing content. And she was really complaining and crying another day, saying that, TikTok has refused to verify her. And when she looks around, TikTok told her that the people, she cannot be verified because the people who are listening and, following our content are most from the US. And they are whites, not black people, not even the people from their own country, from our own country.
Because they know, white people, understand, white people monitor us to see if black people are waking up. They monitor their fear. You got this. I got to teach y'all this. White people's greatest fear is African people waking back up. They've stolen so much from us that, and the Asian is the flunky of white people. They're the flunkies. So they've stolen so much from us while we were going to sleep. What they do is monitor African, like I used to have a bunch of white people over here too. This is what I was saying. They monitor your wake up. We done lied to each other. How these Africans starting to know the truth again? How they starting to know?
She was
they
also
monitor. Go ahead, Jimmy.
She did also get. She did also sometimes get to talk about, the African mentality, whereby you keep on telling us how the Africans keep on believing. Yesterday, they get to give a quote whereby so many of us are waiting, for a situation because, we are stuck in a situation because we're waiting for miracles from heaven. And she said that heaven and hell are all illusions.
Yes, they're illusions. That's what I was teaching you. When you start learning that, you start thinking, oh my God, does it mean there's no God? No, it means it's the God you were given as a lie, Joby. It doesn't mean there's no creator. And the creator is mostly feminine, Joby, not masculine. You said he. There's not a he. It's mostly a she, he. The creator is a woman. It's a female, black female. But you've been given a lie to worship a white man who ain't never lived. That's a lie. And hell, you've been given a fear thing of going to hell. I asked you, Joby, how do you burn a spirit? You can't. There is no fucking hell. Hell is here on earth. Being a low vibrational individual is hell. And that's what the ancestors knew. They called it that. Planet. There's no mythical hell where you die. There's no such thing as death. This is just an illusion.
Let me just play this one more from her.
Yeah,
as we get to listen what she said about. Okay, let me get it. Where is it?
She makes me proud. She's waking them up. She's an African waking up.
There is no individualized heaven. There is no heaven for the chosen few. There is no heaven for Christians, Muslim, Buddhists, atheists, name them. There's only heaven in the collective, and our destinies are intertwined with each other in nature. So there's no way some people are going and some people are not. But how can there be heaven for a people like us? Are people who value pretense and hypocrisy, are people who lie to each other and themselves. Everyone wants to look okay. Everyone wants to look like they have it all together, like they're living in paradise unaffected. Oh, foolish generation. We are a product of vile manipulation, blinded by the masses. I pray to the universe we grasp this. Because as long as you're lying to the collective, you're lying to yourself. And as long as we are lying to ourselves, we are creating hell. Because all this intelligence
Exactly. Your thoughts create your reality.
She is so bright. I really love her, and she did get to suggest. I think also I'm gonna start doing some content such as that, just to keep on creating awareness, because she was saying that so many people are not creating this content about the true African nature.
They don't know. They don't know it, Joe. But you don't. Most Africans don't know Africa. Most Africans don't know their spirituality, and here they're scared of it, Joby. You've been given religion. You've been given belief and not fact. So when you hear the truth and belief, like this lady said, it scares the African mind. They're like, oh no, the white man told me this lady's talking about hell and she's the devil. I'm not touching that. It's evil.
That is so true. Let me just share this video by Dr. Mumbi as we get to see what she talks about the currency. Because
and funny part about that, Joby. Funny part about that, Joby. Dr. Mumby was one of those people. Dr. Mumby's wake up is only recently, Joby. It's recent. Her wake up is recent, Joby. Recent.
I'm also one of them. I can say I'm perfect right now. I'm still also waking up. I have a lot to learn and a lot to give to my siblings and also to my kids, to my future kids.
Yes.
Through the fight for African freedom. And in the firm faith of the dead, the living, and the unborn. Rocky, how you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways, and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. We really want to thank every single person that subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget, beloveds, to like the video at the very least, so that it kicks in with those YouTube algorithms, and more people get to hear the message. Now, before I get into today's story, I really want to just give the I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you any kind of financial advice. This is simply what I am feeling coming in spiritually. I'm not the only one talking about this. But I think for those who have not heard about it, especially my brothers and sisters on the African continent who seem to think everything is just normal and who are just going about their lives like nothing's about to happen. It is very important for us to recognize that money is soon going to be if you look at what's happening, they've been printing dollars, beloved, paper money in the United States to avoid the impending crash of the dollar. And I definitely advise that you do some research into this. If this catches you unaware, they're saying it's going to be one of the greatest depressions. It's almost like I told you. And it's almost like the United States is self-detonating. They're like self-imploding. They're like self-imploding. They've been talking about this global reset. That message was released by the World Economic Forum. And they want to create, because the new form of colonialism that came was a financial colonialism, was a colonialism, a wage, and now they're moving us. And now they're moving us as more people opened up their small businesses, etc., etc. The pandemic collapsed all of that. They want to create an absolutely new digital system where there'll be more surveillance, they'll be able to seize your money whenever they like, they'll be able to freeze your funds if you're not a good citizen, or you seem to be a rebel of the system. I mean, this is the world we're going into, beloved. This is the world we're going into, beloved. This is not going to be forever. This is not going to be forever, but it's important to prepare yourself
and to be aware that there is going to be
there is going to be they're collapsing
and
the
I
current
really
money
believe
system.
like all the
And I
different
really
central
believe like
government,
all the different
banks
central
are
government,
going to move into one central bank. Like they are creating the one world government, one world order. That's what they're trying to do.
one world order.
Because
That's what they're trying to do.
they can't
Because
have
they
too many people
can't,
too
They
independent.
already
And
created it,
people
Dr.
too
Mumpet.
independent,
That's
and
right.
their
They've already
minion
created it, Dr.
across
Mumpet.
Africa
And the
and across the
Rothschilds
world
own
are
the
no
central
longer
bank.
able to contain the people because the spirit of
and
liberation is
so
come.
many people are awakening
Exactly.
at
So
such a
many
rapid
people are
rate.
awakening
They
at
know
such
you're
a
waking
rapid
up,
rate that they
and
need
they got to
to
stop
create
it.
this surveillance state as quickly as
A
possible.
video I
Let me check
recently
out
did talking
a
about
video I recently did talking
how
about
Babylon is actually racing against
how Babylon is
the
actually
awakening
racing
of the people. That's the
against
current
the awakening of the people. That's the current
sprint that's going on right now. Who will
that's
win?
going on
It
right
all
now.
depends
Who
on where
will
the
win?
majority
It
of
all
the
depends on where
consciousness
the
of the people
majority
are,
of the
and the people,
consciousness of the people are, and the
people's
people, the
consciousness
powerful
can do
people's
way more
consciousness
than
can do way more
the
than
sheeple's consciousness.
the
But those are definitely
sheeple's
stories
consciousness.
for
But those
other
are
days. So
definitely stories
beloveds,
for other days. So
money is soon
beloveds,
going to be
money is soon going to
absolutely
be
worthless.
absolutely
And
worthless.
so we need to plan,
And
especially
so
here in
we
Africa,
need to
where our
plan,
governments
especially
have
here in Africa, where our
overborrowed
governments have
from
overborrowed
Babylon. What happens
from
when
Babylon.
Babylon's
What
money goes
happens
poof?
when Babylon's money goes poof?
Are you ready for that?
Are
They're
you ready
not.
for
So
that?
you see, me and my household, what
So
we've
you
been
see, me
doing
and
is
my
we've been
household, what we've
preparing
been doing is
by
we've been
getting all the necessary
by
things that we
getting
can
all
now.
the necessary
Saving,
things that we
beloveds.
can now.
As I
Saving,
said, I'm not a
beloveds.
financial advisor, but
As I said, I'm not a
saving
financial
right
advisor, but
now
saving
doesn't
right
even
now
make sense.
doesn't even make sense.
It's important for you to,
It's important
especially
for
when
you
there's
to,
things, especially if you don't have land,
especially if you don't have
especially if you
land,
haven't started growing your
especially
own
if you haven't
food,
started growing
especially
your
if you
own
haven't
food,
bought like
especially if you
your
haven't
own
bought like
off-grid power,
your
whether it's
own
solar
off-grid
panels, you haven't
power, whether
invested
it's
in
solar
that,
panels, you haven't invested in that,
and you haven't built a borehole, and you haven't,
built a
if you
borehole,
still
and you
haven't
haven't,
gotten
if
those
you still
necessities
haven't
in your life,
gotten
because they
those
really are
necessities in your life,
necessities,
because they really are necessities,
then what are you saving for?
then
Babylon,
what are
the
you
system
saving
is
for?
over.
Babylon,
And
the
with the
system is
system
over.
goes their money,
And with the
beloveds.
system goes their money, beloveds.
So it's really, really important.
So it's really, really
First of all,
important
start keeping cash
to
on hand.
first
It
of all
hasn't
start
hit
keeping cash on
Africa
hand. It
yet,
hasn't hit
but
Africa
in
yet.
like
You
at
know,
least in the divided
just
states,
just
there's
to
a lot
ask,
of
At least in the
why do
divided
people
states, there's been a
save?
lot of
I've never
reports.
understood why people save. Personally, I'm not. Okay, I've never been interested in saving. Why do people save?
Well, you saved you. Sure, but the reason why you would save, hold on, let me explain it why. Now, I want Dr. Bumpy to hear you in the wrong. Reason why you would save, Joey, because in case something happened, you would save for retirement. Because you're not going to be able to work your whole life. You would save for retirement. You would put money away
But
when you got a certain
okay,
age that you would retire on that money. That's why you
that
save
one,
money. Go ahead.
that one is understood. But what about saving in the bank? Because sometimes these banks do tend to, something might happen, and you never know where will your money. How will you get your
Well, they
money
do.
back?
Well, they have been stealing your money now. That's why the banks are imploded. They've been stealing the world's money, the world's currency. They created this fake system of money. Money's not really, it's just paper. But you decide to give it what value. They've told you this is what this value, this is what that's value. So you come with their fake paper and come to Africa to get real resources. So you had one leader in Libya called Gaddafi. He said, you know what, we're not going to accept no.
Hello, Keith. I think we lost Keith. Can you hear me, Keith? Well, I'm just gonna play the video, but I was just, there was a day I was arguing with some friends of mine, and I don't know what it was about saving, and he was like, I can't put money in the bank because these banks, something always do happen, and you never know what might happen also to your money. So personally, I think I'd rather save my money in my house, but not in the bank. But let me just play a little bit of this.
ATMs being closed, banks are closing down,
banks are closing down, people's credit cards are being,
cancelled, etc. There's a lot going on, beloved. Start to read the seasons of the times, because as I said, now more than ever, we've become one. We're under one global government,
and
they are shifting the game.
And they are shifting the game. And so they're going to create chaos so that they can try and create order. And at the same time, Mother Nature is doing her thing, and there's like the spiritual warfare has reached the physical plane. So there's so much that even Babylon will try and claim that is not them. But it is so important right now. Even if you're just living paycheck to paycheck, it's important right now to start to that paycheck to work for you, to work in your benefit. I'll give you a few tips on some of the things that we're doing. As I mentioned, I think I mentioned definitely start keeping cash on hand. Another one is if you are in a country where you can do this, start buying precious metals, gold, silver. Ironically, in countries like here in Kenya, we can't even buy gold unless we buy it through like a foreign bank, and then they'll send us a certificate. That doesn't even make no sense. And yet our countries are the ones exporting this. Anyway, let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Dare for fast relief from pounding, throbbing headache? Take Cifladon. This works to relieve pain faster.
Keith, can you hear me? I think we lost Keith and
Today we travel 3,300 miles to meet up with one of America's top investors, Tika Tawari.
Wake up, 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 wake up. Welcome back, beloveds. Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mulisa Raki. Special shout out to our Patreon family. Thank you so much for supporting us on that platform. We do share way much more news on that platform than we do here, as well as spiritual books, etc. So definitely consider joining us for as little as $2 a month. Money will soon be worthless. If you read the seasons of the times, and this, I mean, people have predicted this for so long, but it's closer than many of us think. And so it's very, very important that you even start to use the little or the big money you have wisely to work for you now, before you find yourself with worthless paper, in the bank. Because the divided states is going the Venezuela way. It's going the Zimbabwe way. The inflation is steadily rising. And because all the world is pegged on the dollar, the petrodollar, because petroleum, because of the Middle East, because of the Middle East and the Middle East had the divided states where they chose to, list the oil on the dollar, so that made the dollar the most valuable currency, but that is quickly shifting. But the reality is now, beloveds, it's the end of the dollar. It's the end of the dollar. And all our currencies are pegged on the dollar. So you can see that if the dollar collapses, it will have global ramifications. And that's why it's so important to start to move and act wisely. If you're in a country where you can buy precious metal, start to invest in some gold, some silver, which will be worth something. If you're on the continent, become self-reliant. Become as self-reliant as possible. Buy a piece of land. Organize yourself, buy a piece of land, build an off-grid home.
Samuel, good morning to you, Karibu Sana, and I hope you are doing great this wonderful Friday.
Something basic that you can continuously.
We are talking about the currency, the world currency, which will be soon. Probably I'd say it will be soon unpredictable, but Dr. Mumbi is explaining to us much further, because she's saying that for long we've been depending on the Babylon's money, that is the Europeans' money. What if one day they just decide, everything will disappear, or rather they take away everything from us, and you've not saved anything, or rather invested in anything? What is it that you'll be doing? The world is soon changing. Slowly it is changing, let me just say so. And, before we even realize it, we're going to be lost. And, I don't know what are your thoughts about this, Samuel. Are you investing in any way, considering it is, a new month, and considering also how the world is going? Keith was just telling us, and I think we lost him. I think he's having some connectivity rather in a bad area. He was just telling us that soon we're gonna be losing Africa, and I was just telling him, I'm scared when he says that, because if we lose Africa, then how is it that we'll consider ourselves Africans, whereby we'll be a third world, colonized, continent. But I hope that all this will not be able to happen, and Africa will be able to get this kind of messages earlier enough. Because I was just talking about a certain young lady whom she's been releasing some African contents, and I did also get to share some audios of it. And she's not been verified, considering that other TikTokers are verified after you attaining some certain level followers and some certain rules that TikTok are there into. She's not been verified, because most of the people that are getting the content, it's not the African people, it's the white people from the US. And she was being told that, considering that not most of the people from your country or your continent are not getting this message, you cannot be verified. And this is because we clearly know that so many of these social medias are controlling everything that they want us to see, and they do not want the African history to get to our people. So I just do hope that everything will be okay before Africans, before Africa is really taken away from us. You're saying that I tried buying some silver this week, but the place said I have to purchase 200. Okay, minimum. I hope that you'll be able to do that, because man, you need to invest. We don't know what is really going to happen next.
You can continuously expand.
That
you can continuously expand if you still have
get
your water, get a well, get your water, get a well, get a borehole, get your solar panels. Like, don't
get
wait
your
for
solar
tomorrow.
panels.
Get
Like,
those
don't
things
wait
now.
for
And there's
tomorrow.
also a
Get those
problem with the
things now. And
supply
there's
chain,
also a
beloveds.
problem with the supply chain.
Like, I think two or three of the biggest ports in the world, which all happen to be in China, have been closed down. And so they're already saying there's going to be supply chain issues. But you see, they're orchestrating all of this. Everything that is happening physically to humanity because of humanity's errors
is planned.
There's so much man-made stuff going on now, and so you need to have that eye to be able to discern what is happening spiritually, what is happening from the spiritual perspective, and what is actually just being orchestrated by some wicked, diabolical,
Frankenstein's beloveds.
So it's really important to take your money and invest in that. Invest in seeds. Invest in a way where you can be as self-reliant as possible. Invest in a trade that you can do. What will you do when sugar hits the fan? What will you be able to barter? Or whatever the money system will look like next. What could you have? Because you see, money will lose its value. Money will lose its value. Like certain special things will increase in value. And so you'll be able to barter with them. Or you'll be able to, at least trade them. So when your money loses value, you can still bring in money for the family because you prepare.
Keep you back. We had lost you for a minute. Hello, Kit, can you hear me? Hello, Kit, can you hear me? Well, I think we're having, he's having some issue to the connectivity. But Samuel, you're saying that I was silver what? I'm not getting the whole thing, but it will cost like okay, this is the Kenyan money, if I'm not wrong, but okay, you'll be able to explain to us. I'm not getting the whole thing, but I think that before that happens, Africans will revolt, and some land probably will be lost a bit. Africa won't be taken. I hope so, because it is really crazy. I was just talking about the matters of the land the other day, where we've seen that so many lands right now, even with the little development we have here in Africa, most of the investments have not been done by our leaders themselves. It's the debts that they are taking from different sources. And when the next leader, we get also to see in the matters of Hakainde Chilema, where he was complaining, the president of Zambia, he was complaining about when Edgar Lungu left the seat, he has left a lot of debts, on top of on the chair, on the table. And this is why we are talking when, before even Africa itself gets to wake up, there's still a lot that we really need to pay for. If Europeans right now, they have to wake up and say that we want our things back, Africa will be left without anything. And it is quite a crisis. Someone is saying that
Okay, go ahead.
that's quite funny. That is quite funny. But actually, I wish also I did get to learn some agriculture literally myself. I really hated anything to do with agriculture. I didn't know that I'd one day come to face, or rather, the reality of all this, because somehow, with the African fictions, growing up in a shamba, growing up in the farm itself, growing up seeing crops and a lot of things, it was quite a challenge. Kwambua, we've been told that take a djembe and go to or take a hammer and go to the, get to do this and this and this. It looked quite challenging to some of us, but right now, considering everything that, the truth of the history of Africa, it is really, really sad that I didn't take agriculture. And I wish I really, really did. But I do hope that Africans, personally, as I said, they're going to be able to wake up before all this, or our land is really taken away from us by the Europeans themselves. You see that you're here to link to join. You have a link to join. Yeah, I do. Let me just share the link, and you'll be able to also give your sentiments as well. General Mosquito, grind rising to you. Hope you are doing great. And let me just share the link. Kit, can you hear me? I don't know if Keith can really hear me. He's really having some connectivity issues. Let me just look for share the link, and yeah. As I play this one, as you also get to tell us what you think about this issue, this particular issue.
We've always wanted to go into creating, start to get the ingredients, start to figure out what you'd need. Whatever it is, there's so many different things that you can provide, but have something that you can either exchange with or get for money, but don't rely too much on your money.
You can hear me? That's nice.
Start investing in assets.
We had lost you for a minute. Okay, someone. Let me just get this one. Someone, I did get to share the link. You can join us as much as we are almost coming up to the end of the program of today. But you can join us. You tell us your sentiments of today. They get to share the link with you. I hope that you get that one right. Keith, can you hear me correctly? Okay, I think he's having some mix with the connectivity, but let me just play this one as we wait for someone to join us.
And you see, having large amounts of lands and a lot of money, you won't have the security to protect that. So just build something that will help you ride the storm. That is already here. It's not even coming. It's already here. So invest in yourself. Invest in the business that you've always wanted to invest in, beloveds. Start to at least keep money on hand so that when the banks and everything start having their hiccups, or when the internet is down, at least you have money. You have cash on hand. Because I know a lot of us now only use electronic funds. So it almost makes us sitting ducks. Invest in what you can right now. That will make your life easier. So even if you can't put that much money aside for now, get the basics. Get the water filters. Get the camping gear, sleeping bags, candles, like all the prepping things you need. Get them now. Because they're already reporting, empty shelves.
Keith, can you hear me?
As I always say,
General Mosquito, you joined us today. Are you General Mosquito? Oh my, can I see? Let me just check this one out. Can you hear me?
Keith? Yeah, that's me.
I can also see someone wants to. Let me just add him to the stream. He joined us. Karibu sana Samuel.
Good morning, Joby. Morning, Keith.
Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Sammy. How's everything out there on the islands, brother? Everything's good in the Caribbean?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Okay. Weather's been wild, but it's okay.
All right, so we are discussing about the currency. Do you think that Africa will be able, because we were talking about, Africa losing its land. I was just telling Kid that I'm super scared, about Africa losing its land. And considering the currency and how we Africans, we are, the African continent, let me say in general, and our leaders, how they have been failing our continent. Do you think we'll be able to lose our lands? And do you think Africa will be able to wake up before all this gets to happen?
And I think that might happen, where they wake up, or enough of them will wake up. I understand. Forts. Some might be taken though. Some of the land might be taken. They already have a port in what's that place? Chinese has a military base in
Djibouti.
what country is it? Yeah. That.
Yeah, I think it's up in Djibouti, or it's either Eritrea or Djibouti. Sammy.
Yeah, it's Djibouti.
Yeah.
I can see Kami. Kate Kami is saying hi. I can see she's saying that hello Joby, Kami over here. Great show. Africa, yes, is loaning its currency on a daily cause maybe believe anything from the West.
That's messed up.
Kami, I hope you are doing great.
Morning, Kami.
Someone, can go on. What were you saying?
Before I was saying that I was trying to buy some silver this week, right? And the place said I had to purchase 200 ounces minimum. That would cost like 2,000 something US. I went for silver.
Yeah, that's absurd. Because silver has more military functions than gold does. But that's absurd because, like I said, the land where all these minerals come from, the African owns all the land, has all the resources. But we've had these puppets in charge, just like with Dr. Mumby was talking about. You can't even buy gold in Kenya. And yet Joby telling that her father, her uncle, them own a gold mine. You can't even buy gold in Kenya. You got to go to the European, give them some money, they give you back a certificate. You don't get the gold. You don't get the gold because the gold is the real resource. So the cracker still controls the gold. They give you a certificate saying that you paid for the gold, while they still keep the gold.
Certificate is pretty much like a promissory note, right? Like it's still fiat, basically.
Exactly, it's a scam. It's a scam. So the cracker still got your gold. He got your money and your gold. He said, "Well, take this certificate, nigga. Here you go." Oh, look.
The place I was buying from, they actually gave you the physical silver and gold. And the gold would cost me 18,000 something. I wanted silver because silver is undervalued right now. So
it is undervalued.
Yeah.
So, because silver's going, because when this dollar collapsed, real precious metals, which the Africans have had in abundance, that's always been real money, is going to be the value on the planet. That's why these Europeans have been hoarding gold. They've been going to Africa with gold mines, hoarding this, taking gold out of Africa, by giving these dumbass puppet leaders that they put to give them a bunch of worthless ass paper. Then niggas take these shillings. Okay, I'll take this goofy shit, which is not worth anything. It's not backed by nothing. It's worthless paper. Go ahead, Joey.
I totally agree with you, Kid, because you remember me telling you that where my dad really comes from is a lot of
gold. Yeah, and you can't own. And imagine, Joe, but you're not allowed to own the gold that's in the Kenyan soil. That goes to European.
The worst of it all is because Africans do not even know the value of it. They do not really know the value of it. They just see like it's just a common thing. So even if a European comes and gives them the certificate, as you are saying, or other money for exchange for them to sell the land, that is what they are going to do. And that is why I'm saying that before even realize it, because of the mentality of the currency that we have in our heads.
The ignorance is overwhelming. I told Cammy and Spike, I come to Africa, I used to cry. I didn't know the ignorance was that deep. It break my heart. I used to come to Africa and cry. I said, my God, My people are fucking morons. Wow, this is it. I didn't know it was that bad. I was like, oh my God, this is dangerous. We can be. I said the same thing you said, Joey. I was scared. I said we can be conquered again. These people, my people, are morons. They're ignorant as hell. They don't know anything. This is
and they would
scary.
let it happen.
Go ahead, Samuel.
No, I'm saying they would let it happen. They honestly still in Jamaica too. Most people they're more concerned about parties and all that shit. And I'm saying, are you stupid?
Parties in Jamaica.
God.
And the Chinese are moving into Jamaica, buying it left, right, and center. Chinese are coming, not even being shameful about it. We're gonna come in and buy you niggas out. We're gonna come in and take over Jamaica.
Yeah, I told you they made a small village on the new highway, right? In the deep in the country, that's the north-south highway. It's a small community, mostly containers. I heard they had stores over there and some apartments. It's like,
well, I know they got the Kingston port. I know the Chinese finally got the Kingston port, but they've been trying
I think
to
it's the one in Portmore.
Because I know they tried to get Mombasa port. They tried to fool the Kenyans with that dumbass fucked up railway, that worthless ass outdated SRG, SGR, whatever that goofy shit called, so they can get their hands on the Mombasa port. That was the damn scam. We're gonna get this port from these goofy Kenyans and give them this worthless ass railroad. They be like, yay, we got a railroad that's fucking 20 years behind technology. Yay! They steal the damn port.
General Mosquito is saying that the mother gets gold from the village and he turns them into jewelry and goes to UK to sell them. That is what they do. But we, as I said, in Kenya, so many, if you go to the western side, you find that so many lands actually they have so many golds, like so many, so many gold mining farms and so many, particular places where you can get them, but they do not really know the value of it. They do not really know the value of it. And that is why I was saying that yesterday, you find that most of them are seated on a particular situation, waiting for a miracle from heaven to happen, while you have everything and all the sources within you.
Hey, did that nutty ass Spikes give us Cammy's address so we can send her whatever we're supposed to send her for our baby?
We will get that one. We will get that one after the show. That is on the test. We'll get.
Yeah, we're supposed to be sending her like a baby carriage or something.
Yeah,
I forgot. I said, yeah, we're supposed to send Cammy something for a newborn daughter.
We really have to.
Anyway, like I said, there's an awakening coming, and that's what's happening. Hey, Samuel, did they tell you that you gotta take the jab over there?
No, not yet.
Because I told there's a video I'm gonna share on the network. Now we can't show on YouTube. Got an African doctor from Trinidad I'm gonna share it with Joby and Spikes and Kate after the show while they eat their pizza. I'm gonna share this video. Y'all finally got an African doctor from the islands, from Trinidad, telling you exactly what's going on and what happened. I was like, hey, that's the second African doctor I've seen. No, the third. I seen the Nigerian lady tell the truth, this Caribbean doctor and that other doctor in America. But I was like, where are the black doctors at, damn it? Where you at? It's shameful that you're not saying what's actually going on, that this is genocide on the planet. And I'm telling you, Kenyatta has got to be taken out and executed. Bahari, all these African puppets have got to be taken out and executed. And I mean everybody on the Kenyan news, on the Jamaican news, on the Nigerian news, because they're complicit. They can't pretend they don't know what the fuck is going on. You can't tell me, I was just getting a check and reading the script. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. You got African people dying because they don't know what the hell's going on. And you contributed to the ignorance, and you got to be executed. Period.
I agree.
Because you can tell
even the news.
Go ahead, Sammy.
I was saying we have a communications group in Jamaica. They basically own the radio, newspaper,
They own all of
and
it.
TV, right?
They own
And
everywhere, all over. They own all of it,
they're saying,
Samuel,
right,
every country. Shout out to the doctor in Tobago who said they own all of it. Go ahead, Sam.
yeah, I was saying that they're in a partnership, quote unquote, with CNN in America. So I'm saying, oh shit, and there are only
It ain't
two
the
channels,
CNN.
right? On
Listen, you got it's the Rothschild family,
yeah,
Sam.
it's
They own
them.
all of it, all of it.
Yeah, I mean, growing up as a child, I used to watch it, right? And
Yeah,
I've noticed that the type of content has changed. It's become more Americanized, and it portrays black people as being more ignorant. Growing
yeah.
up, it had a lot of local programming. Now it's mostly Empire and what else, some other shit. I stopped watching it, man. I spend most of my time on the internet these days.
Yeah, you got to check. Because I noticed I was sitting in New Orleans the week before last, and I don't really look at the regular news. And the news in
Mm.
America, same thing. Everything was COVID. Be scared. COVID-19, new cases, new variant. And if you didn't know that shit was propaganda, you'd be scared to death. So I was sitting in a restaurant and they had CNN on, and everything was the COVID. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. Be scared. The new variant. People dying. Oh my God, what's happening? I'm like, motherfucker. Look at this propaganda. And this is worldwide, they feeding this shit. Worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not intelligent to know that these are lies being told to you, I said, every one of these reporters have got to be executed. There's going to be a war
Yeah.
coming. The war is coming. But these people, after this shit's over, these reporters globally are going to have to take responsibility for the lies they told. It's not going to be like, oh, it was my job. I was told to read that. Fuck that. Fuck that. You knew exactly what was going on. You knew people were dying, and you're going to be held responsible for the lies you were told. You're not going to be able to tell me it was your job. Everybody in the Kenya news have got to die. Everybody in Nigeria news have got to get executed. You have been complicit with African people's genocide, and that's a fact. That's how serious this shit is. These are facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
totally
people
agree.
are walking around pretending as if nothing's happening.
It's
Yeah,
the ignorance. It is ignorance that people are doing. It's ignorance that most of them are conducting. Because I was saying the other day that the platforms right now, like I was saying in TikTok, the truth is being even outside there, but due to them controlling the social media, they don't want the African to be known, the truth to be known to the Africans. And also to those Africans who know the truth, they are being ignorant because they're waiting for the white man to have a say, towards everything that is happening. They don't know that the media, everything that is being controlled, or rather what the media is really giving out is also being controlled by these puppets. So I just hope at the end of the day that, we'll not be able to lose our country and people are going to be able to see the truth.
Well, it's going to be an uprising, Joe. But you got the youth, like I told you, the youth not going to hear what Grandma said about loving white people, worshiping Jesus. The youth are going to say, nah, fuck that. The youth are going to say, it's not just kid. You can't say because you're old, Joe, it doesn't make you an elder. You can be an old idiot. Elder means you bestowed wisdom to the next generation. And sadly enough, most black people, we don't have elders. We have old niggas. We don't have elders.
Yep.
So an elder is an elder is somebody with bestowed with wisdom and knowledge, Joby. Most of our old people did not seek wisdom and knowledge. They stuck with white people told them. They never wanted to go find the truth. And sad enough, they've indoctrinated their children with that bullshit. And now the children are saying, whoa, listen here. I don't want to hear no more of that shit no more. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I know you got Chinese running around this motherfucker. We're being dominated. That shit you told me, it's not true. It don't work. I don't want to hear no more about worshiping no cracker or worshiping shit that don't work. It's lies.
Yeah, it is true, but
that's the real God saying these children are going to be born with the truth. They're going to be born with the truth. They don't want to hear the lies. Go ahead, Joby.
It is true, but we are almost coming to the end of the show because Kate also needs to set up our show in the next few minutes. Samuel, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
We gotta set up Kate in her bucket. We gotta set up Kate in her bucket hat.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, she's ready now.
Come on. I also have mine. You've forgotten that I also have mine. So I'm
not laughing about the hat, Joey. I'm loving the way Katie says it. I'm talking about Katie's accent, the way she says it. I'm not laughing about the hat, Joey. I'm laughing the way Kate said, I got my bucket hat on for the sunburn.
That's a nice hat.
Yeah, it's a nice hat, exactly. I like her head, Joey. I'm laughing the way she says it. I have my bucket hat on for the sunburn.
Oh, where is it? Did it mute or something?
It is.
That's what I'm saying.
It is mad fun, but I want to appreciate everyone. Samuel, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
Cammy, I hope that you are safe and well. And
I don't know if
love being a new mother.
I don't know if she's still with us, but I hope she is. And I want to appreciate her also.
Yeah.
Yes?
Whoever the hell Chief Rogers is, give him back his phone. Chief Rogers.
Thank you so much.
I don't know who the hell Chief Rogers is, but get that man back his phone.
All right. I want to say karibuni to the rest of the family. Thank you so much.
And get ready for Katie and her bucket hat. Much love, family.
Who's coming up next?
Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Samuel, so much for being here. Thank you, Keith, also for giving your sentiments and for giving us
this family. Black first. We're one people. Black first. We must love and take care of one another. Black first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So is Katie coming up next?
Yeah, yes. Katie's coming up next. I'm gonna come on there and mess with her too.
She's coming in, but she doesn't have the bucket hat today. She doesn't have
it. Damn you, Katie. Where's your damn bucket hat at?
The family have a lovely afternoon.
Much love, family.
All right. I'll join the next one.
Oh, no. Just a feeling you. Baby, you just tell me I get the juice and I get the sauce. I cook you nice pepper soup.